Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Zach Lesage here. Today we're going to be going over another Astral Radiance deck profile, and that one's going to be on Gengar VMAX. So in a week where we're turbo sizing every single deck, Gengar VMAX is also getting the turbo package filled with Mew Celebrations, Radiant Greninja, Crobat, all these cards, and we're just going to attempt to go early Fear and Panic, GMAX Swallow Up. Now, you might be asking, why is this deck different? Why are we playing this instead of Dialga or Palkia or any of these other turbo winning decks? This might be the next one. This could be the Milwaukee winning deck. Basically, with Choice Belt, you're able to go GMAX Swallow Up, hit for a lot of damage, and really just get a knockout out of nowhere. Fear and Panic, if your opponent plays enough V Pokemon down, you could just get a knockout for 2 energies. We got Dark Patch and all these cool things, so Gengar might just have a good matchup against the other turbo decks. And basically, like, Gengar, like, if you're able to beat Palkia and Mew and Arceus, you kind of beat the top 3 decks. Not a lot of fighting type decks out there nowadays, so I'm really excited to share this deck with you. That being said, if you are trying to pick up Gengars, go to PTCGO Store.com, code ZLesage5 to save 5% on your next order of Astral Radiance codes. You can trade those on PTCGO for some Gengar VMAXs, or you could pick up the cards physically from AtlasTCG.com. They ship worldwide. You can use code ZLesage8 to save 8% on your next order of anything site-wide, including Magic the Gathering, any of the other big games, sealed product, all that stuff. So really, all that stuff helps support me as a content creator. Give this video a like, subscribe, put on that notification bell, and let me know in the comments anything. Just saying hi, I love Gengar, I hate Gengar. Let's spark a discussion that helps boost the YouTube algorithm. Let's jump into this deck list. You are now watching Zach Lesage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's get it. So this is what we got going on for Turbo Gengar. We got the 3-3 Gengar line, and that's just so that we're able to attack. We got Fear and Panic and GMAX Swallow Up. So if our opponent has a lot of Pokemon V, V-Star, V-Union, V-Max in play, we could do hit hard with Fear and Panic. We also have GMAX Swallow Up doing 250 plus the magic number 280. The plus 30 from Choice Belt allows you to knock out Pokemon V-Star like Palkia V-Star and Arceus V-Star and all that great stuff. We got a single Diancie just in case we miss a turn and we want to use Princess Curtains. We could also use Dark Slumber, so that might be a card that we might eventually cut. But we're going to be rolling through with Mysterious Tail, grabbing item cards such as Dark Patch and Cross Switcher to bring up whatever we want, and Quick Ball to grab things like Radiant Greninja to use concealed cards to get the Dark Energies in the discard pile with Dark Patch, and Crobat to just kind of roll in there, use Dark Asset, really trying to draw a bunch of cards. So our goal is just going to be trying to run through the deck with all of these speed cards and absolutely demolish our opponent before they get set up. Turbo decks are either winning or they're losing. There's not really too much in between, and I think Gengar VMAX really embodies that type of playstyle, so I'm really excited to share this updated version of the deck with you. The list is available in the description right over there. You can copy and paste it right into PTCGO or PTCG Live. Let's check out some gameplay. Not sure if we'll get to 1 or 2 games. I really just want to show you what this deck is capable of. And if there's anything more, I do offer coaching at metafy.gg/@ZachLesage, and you can pick up a coaching session for me one-on-one. I can show you how to play this deck or anything else that you want to learn in Pokemon. Let's get into that gameplay. Okay, so we're going to start off this game, and we're going to try to go first here. We lost the coin flip, but I mean, that's okay. We still have access to Dark Patch, so we could even attack as early as us going second. Really not that bad. When we want to start off with anything, we want to start off with Mew, so we can use Mysterious Tail. And depending on whatever matchup we're playing against, we could change up a variety of things. But right now, this looks like a pretty solid hand if I've ever seen one. Sopple means that they're likely playing Arceus or Palkia, which tells me that they're probably playing a good matchup for us. So that's something that we also have to kind of deal with is like, yeah, Palkia. So this should be a pretty good matchup. We just want to be knocking out Palkia, 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 or 3-2 prize card Pokemon. And as long as they don't knock us out, we're probably okay as well. So I think in order to guarantee us into this position, we want to be going, I mean, here, let's try to gain some more information. Let's go Mysterious Tail first. And what I want to grab here is Trekking Shoes. We want to try to start discarding some energy so we have access to Dark Patch and stuff like that. I'm fine to discard that. I mean, we're going to put some Gengars down, and maybe we'll just go into this Mew. So we'll put the Mew down, and we'll Scoop Up Net into it. I think that sounds like the best play. So we'll Scoop Up Net into Mew, and I think what I want to do is just attach here, put this down so we can eventually switch into it. and then go Crobat here to draw some cards. We have a full bench, but I mean, we could always go into Crobat or something else like that. Let's go Trekking Shoes here. I probably want to keep Switch in my hands. So we're going to need Switch to get out of Gengar's G-Max Swallow Up, so that's definitely something to note. Let's see what Mysterious Tail brings us. I'm totally cool if we go with Quick Ball. Or maybe we want to go Scoop Up Nets. I don't think we need too much here. Let's go with Scoop Up Net. Scoop Up Net this Mew. Let's send up this Diancie so that we're protected. I'm also totally fine to just put this Greninja down and start using concealed cards. So you can see that we're kind of having a wild turn one. We did get the Dark Patch. So we are all ready next turn to absolutely blast off with this Gengar VMAX. So let's go ahead here and pass. Hopefully our opponent takes this Diancie and that we're able to knock out this Origin Form Palkia. So I mean, that's looking good for us overall. And we'll just see. We're just vibing out. So it's really one of those things where these kind of turbo decks absolutely can be amazing. I'm really excited for it. We'll see how next turn goes. And I mean, if you ask me, I've always been the guy that loves Gengar. So when I have an opportunity to play a Gengar deck, I'm about it. I really like how these Gengar decks play out. And they can be vicious, they can do a lot of damage. Our opponent cannot boss through Princess's Curtains. Like, we're doing everything this... Like, if there's a game that's going well for us, even though we went second and stuff like that, to me, this is a game that is going incredibly well. So I'm really excited to kind of showcase this kind of gameplay for the YouTube channels. So right now they got the Palkia flowing, and I mean they discarded another Palkia. They discarded Ordinary Rod, so I'm okay like that. They're limiting themselves a little bit. I'm about that life. And we might be able to get Cross Switcher or Boss's Orders next turn. Those are other things that we kind of got to look out for. I want to gobble up this Origin Form Palkia VSTAR. Other techs that I've considered for this deck are also Karen's Conviction. We can increase our damage output a little bit, so I think that might be a hot tech. I don't know how hot of a tech it is, but I mean, I think this deck is pretty cool. And I mean, I really hope they go for the knockout on the Diancie. Otherwise, we're probably just going to be chilling here for a little bit. Come on, feed us. Feed us, we are hungry. Oh. Maybe they just want to feed us the Greninja? They could also just go for like some play where they go for Moonlight Shuriken. I'm also oddly okay with that. Not everything needs to be perfect. So we'll see how that plays out. So there's their Star Portal. They have the 3 energies. So maybe they'll just go knock out Diancie and knock out Mew. So I'm going to send up this Gengar because we have free retreat with the Hiding Dark Energy. I mean, if they decide to go knock out... Oh, they're going to hit those 2 Pokemon. Interesting. Cool. That's fine. We got Marnie, so that's really not too bad. I think what we want to be doing here is just going for... let's go with concealed cards. We might just get lucky here. Got a Cross Switcher. I mean, we're kind of close, but we're also not kind of close because we're out of energies, right? And our other Crobat is down, so we're struggling a little bit when it comes down to it. Like, I don't want to evolve into Gengar VMAX. I am fine putting a Choice Belt onto this Pokemon. We could go Mew and switch back. I mean, maybe that's the best play. So let's go Mew, switch into the Mew. See what Mysterious Tail brings us. We have an energy. I'd rather have the energies there, so let's just go Dark Patch here. So we have that already, so we're okay. I think what I want to be doing here is switching into the Diancie, and then we could evolve and go Marnie. I think what I want to be doing is just Marnieing our opponents. I don't feel like that helped us at all, actually. We just kind of drew into nothing. So you can see that these decks can crumble a little bit, and it's fine. Like, we've gone through a lot of resources, though, like 2 Switch, 2 Scoop Up Nets. We just don't really have anything else here. We really want to be able to attack into this Palkia. And I mean, we have the necessary energies. They can't really get around us because of Diancie, and they can't really power up this Greninja again. So they did their one little trick. That's cool. We just want to be knocking out some other Pokemon as well. And maybe they'll go quick shooting. Maybe they'll go for something else. There's a lot of things that could happen here. I think we just gotta kind of watch and see how this gameplay plays out. But that being said, his deck's as simple as GMAX Swallow Up doing 250 plus Choice Belt knocks out things like Palkia VSTAR. Maybe we need Tool Scrapper, maybe we need Tool Jammer. These are things that are debatable, and they're things that we might want to include in the list, but we'll figure it out as we go along. I mean, these decks are brand new, and there's only so much testing that one could provide into these decks. Cool play there for them would be attaching energy there and attaching an energy to the active, and that would put them in a really strong position. Best case scenario for us is that they just retreat their active, and then take a knockout with this Palkia VSTAR. Because if it's a waiting game, they'll likely lose the waiting game. Like, we will outpower our opponent, or at least we should be outpowering our opponent. So it looks like they're waiting. We're going to go with Greninja here, and we're going to go concealed cards. Pitch that away. We did get Cross Switchers, so... if we're going Cross Switcher like this, we don't have an Air Balloon or anything else like that, so we're just going to choose the Pokemon that we want to bring up. Let's bring up this one. Send that up. And we're going to go ahead here and go GMAX Swallow Up. Absolutely get knocked out. Our opponent's likely going to knock us back out, but we do have an opportunity next turn to get the knockout right back. Not the hottest game in the world. I'm not going to deny that. It's one of those things where, like, we're a little bit behind, and that miss from us was huge. But, we might be able to knock out this Origin Form Palkia VSTAR this upcoming turn. And depending on how it goes, we should be in a good position. Might be other things that we want to add in here, like a third Choice Belt, or like I said, Karen's Conviction. Like, there are things that I might want to change. But for right now, I think we're doing okay. I really want to knock this Pokemon out. And I mean, I guess they need to go, they're going to go through their last Palkia VSTAR as well here. That is something that's quite worthwhile to note as well. Like, they already have 2 Palkia VSTAR in their discard pile, and they have an Ordinary Rod. So they might just be surprised that they don't have another Palkia VSTAR or anything else like that. They just might find themselves in a little bit of hot water when it comes down to this game. So there's their Melanie. Maybe they've used their Evolution Incenses enough as well. I can't necessarily tell. Maybe they're going to attack with Hydro Break. It's interesting that they're even getting another one down. Maybe they play... yeah, they probably play 4-3. I don't think a world where they play 4-4. Okay, so there's their Palkia VSTAR. So, I mean, they're set up. They will be getting a knockout here. We just got to be able to knock them right back out. So, I mean, we definitely have a lot of the pieces necessary for that. Like an energy and stuff like that. So we're going to set up the Mew, and that's really where we're starting things off. We're going to set up the Mew. We need a little bit more to make this happen, but cool. We're going to go quick Ultra Ball. I don't think we need Quick Ball. I don't think we really have much left in this deck. Yeah, so I made the right choice there. Now, we do have Choice Belts. We do have supporters like Raihan. Raihan would be absolutely amazing if we could draw. So, I mean, our first step here is actually going to be using Mew, because we want to be trying to concealed cards into, like, a Raihan or something like that. So, let's not evolve yet. Let's go with Mysterious Tail. We might want to go Trekking Shoes here. Trekking Shoes might be the hotness. So let's go with Trekking Shoes first before we go concealed cards. We could go Bird Keeper. Bird Keeper would allow us to see more cards in the deck. We might be able to get it, so I think what we're going to do, yes, we want to put that into our hand, and we're going to change things up a little bit. We're actually going to go Bird Keeper first. Into the Mew. Oh, and we could have got it too with the Raihan. That's okay. We're going to go concealed cards here, pitch away this Dark Energy, and see what we can get. We're going to go Mysterious Tail here. We still have access to Dark Patch. So, I mean, you want to know what? I think, like, there's a world where our opponent might not be able to get around our back-to-back Gengar. They might win this game still, but let's go ahead and retreat our Mew into Diancie, and we're going to pass our turn. We're not evolving again because the Diancie's Princess's Curtains might save us. And that's something really to note here, is that we might be okay. They might have boss's orders around this play, especially if they go for the knockout on the Diancie. But maybe they'll just try to go boss's orders to win the game. I'm not sure how they're going to be doing this. They might play Escape Rope. Some lists do play Escape Rope. There's their boss. And sometimes they just forget about Princess Curtains. Oh, they have Canceling Cologne! So that's going to shut off our Princess's Curtain. Our opponent's going to get us like that. Sometimes you're going to run into weird situations. We were pretty close to taking this game, just a little bit short. So we're going to call the coin flip here, and we won the coin flip. Yo, let's go. We do want to go first when it comes down to playing this deck. Starting with a Mew, having access to some things certainly is a great way to start things off. So let's see whatever our opponent decides to flip up here. We should probably be okay. We'll see. We'll see how this all goes. And, yep, so our opponent's playing Mew. We're likely playing against another turbo-sized deck. We could go for a lot of different things. I think what we want to go for first is probably just want to go for a Mysterious Tail. Quick Ball is probably going to be quite advantageous to us. So I think what we're going to try to do here is just get set up a little bit. So first things first is we're probably going to end up going with Energy Search here. See what's in the deck. You can see that we actually prize a Gengar VMAX. I was considering discarding our Gengar VMAX. And we also prize a Gengar V, so that could be a little bit difficult. We're actually going to keep that now. So we're going to go like this. Search your deck for a Gengar V, and we're going to go for a Crobat play. So let's go like this. Boom, boom. Yeah, we're going to keep this switch. I think the switch is a little bit more advantageous there. So let's go Crobat, and we're going to draw some cards. So let's see what we're getting over with this. I mean, nothing crazy for us. We actually got some pretty rough draws when it comes down to it. I actually don't want to do anything. Like, we could go Quick Ball away something. I think we just want to pass here and see what exactly is up. So, not sure what our opponent's going to be doing. Our attacks are not great against things like Mew, so if they don't put down a 2 prize card Pokemon, then we're likely just struggling. If they do put down a 2 prize card Pokemon, then we're really, then we're probably doing okay to a certain degree. Fear and Panic is our only useful attack in a situation like this. So we'll find out if whatever energy that they're playing, I mean, it's probably Water, Metal, or Dark. The Battle VIP Pass tells me we're playing against Turbo Dialga. Yeah. So knowing what's popular, what these cards play is going to be a huge aspect when it comes to playing these decks. Really can be helpful knowing these things. And I mean, we just want to be able to take out this Dialga ASAP, likely with just Gmax Swallow Up. If we take out the single Dialga, then we're probably good. They might struggle to knock out our Pokemon. So as long as we get 2 set up, we're probably all right. You can see that they're just kind of rolling through their things. I mean, if we're able to top deck an energy or a way to search out an energy or a supporter, then we're just in a great spot. If we're not, then we're probably in a little bit of a rough spot. But that's what you get when you play these decks. It's high risk, high reward. You're not always going to get the hands that you want. It's how you can make out these turbo decks. So, I mean, regardless of whatever's going on, we still have access to Crobat for next turn. We still have access to a bunch of things. We just really want to be able to knock out this Origin Form Dialga V. If they do, I wouldn't be as surprised if our opponent's scooped. These games could go very quickly, and that's something that's quite advantageous for us when it comes to this deck, is when you're able to kind of dismantle your opponent's deck quickly, you are able to win sets, or if they have a loose hand, you could take advantage of that. Sometimes it just be working out like that, so we'll see. Our opponent still hasn't really gone Metal Sauce or anything else like that yet. Maybe they're just trying to wait and see when's the best things to really play things out. I'm not entirely sure what they're thinking of there. So there's a Metal Saucer. If they go in with too many Metal Saucers, they might just find themselves in a position where they run out of resources. I wouldn't be surprised if our opponent went for a Crobat here. Oh wow, they actually discarded an Origin Form Dialga VSTAR, so they probably have another one in their hand, or that might have been a misclick. Those are really the two opportunities, because they usually only play a 2-2 line. The fact that they're going for another Dialga V and putting that down tells me that they probably play a 3-3 line at this point. Oh, and they're going to go with a third Metal Saucer so far. Our opponent's going crazy this game. This is really what we're looking for, because Dark Patch is the equivalent of Metal Saucer for Dark-type Pokemon. Literally the exact same card. So they might be able to get off a turn 1 Temporal Rupture. But I just don't know what that necessarily does for us at the end of the day. There's 4 energies. Like I said, if we just take that Pokemon out, we are massively chilling. Oh, and they still have Avery there to draw some cards. There's a Big Charm that has 250. That doesn't change anything for us. Really looking for energy and Cross Switcher pieces. Those are really the big things that we're looking for here. And it's good to have a short list of what you're looking for. So we did get a Cross Switcher piece. I think what we're looking for here next is probably going to end up being, I mean, hey, if we evolve this, put that down, go Quick Ball, take away, I think maybe Switch is probably the best card that we could take away here. We could draw 1, 2... We could draw like 4 cards, 3 cards. I mean, we only played a couple Energy Search, so I don't think we have a high chance of it. So yeah, we're going to go Quick Ball away. We're going to go for the Switch here. And we're going to search our deck for a Crobat to try to draw on some pieces. I mean, if we're able to get this knockout, our opponent's just going to concede the game. And that's really what we're looking for, is just trying to get these quick dubs. We need energies in our hands. That is an energy, not necessarily the energy that we were looking for. So I think what we want to do here first is just go Trekking Shoes. Would we like to put this card in our hand? Yes. So I mean, this is perfect for us. We want to go concealed cards this away. We're really close to getting to these last pieces. Like, we have the energy, but I don't want to waste anything yet. I want to go Trekking Shoes, trying to thin out other cards. We don't want this into our hands. We're really looking for pieces that can be the other Cross Switcher piece. We could just knock out this Dialga. So let's go Mysterious Tail. There's the Cross Switcher piece. Our opponent's probably going to be really upset at us real soon. So let's go Dark Patch goes here. You'll see real quick what's going to happen. We're just going to go Quick Ball away this as well, because we're going to make the most out of this situation. We're going to go Quick Ball for another Mew. We're going to Cross Switcher into this Dialga piece. And we're going to use this Mew again, so we have Mysterious Tail, and I mean, we'll grab it just another Scoop Up Net. I think that's fine. We're going to Air Balloon this Mew out of the active, and now we're going to be able to go for the knockout with VMAX Swallow Up. So our opponent absolutely, all of their Metal Saucers, that energy attachment for turn, wasted. And how do they really get out of this situation? Like, we could always just retreat, Scoop Up Net back, use things, and you can see there's their concession. We totally take those. That's how vicious this deck can be. Turn 2 knockout. And that's what we got going on with this Turbo Gengar deck. You could see that sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Cross Switcher was huge there to take out that Origin Form Dialga V, and we absolutely dominated our opponent that game to the point where they conceded instantly. And that's really where these Turbo decks can happen. You can just steal games in the Astral Radiance format with these decks. So if you're looking for a good choice that beats the top 3, this is really one of them. I can't necessarily give it my full stamp of approval because they are a turbo deck. It can be prone to bricking. It totally happens. You're not going to win every single game. But if you go on a little bit of a hot streak and your sequencing is pretty good, and you're playing cards in the correct order, that's really what I would recommend. I think it's a strong choice for Milwaukee NAIC based off the current metagame that we're seeing. So again, list is in the description. You can copy and paste it right into PTCGO, PTCG Live. If you are trying to pick up any of the physical cards for this deck, go to atlastcg.com, plug in code ZELASAGE8. You can get any of the cards necessary. They ship globally and you can save 8%. All those discount codes are available in the description. You can pick up some codes in the Astral Radiance for PTCGO Store.com, plug in code ZELASAGE5 to save 5% there. And I mean, if you want to learn a little bit more about these decks, hit me up for some coaching at metafy.gg/@ZachLasage. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll catch up with y'all real soon. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit me up in the comments, and I'll catch up with all y'all later. Peace out and have a great one. If you're looking for a great deal on some physical Pokemon TCG cards, you can head over to atlascollectibles.com or atlastcg.com. Type in whatever cards you're looking for. So Arceus VSTAR is absolutely hot right now. Let's search up Arceus VSTAR. You can see they have a great selection of cards, and it's continuously getting new stock all the time. And we can add these to our cart. You can see I already added one to my cart. So when you're going to check out, you can use code ZELASAGE8. Use that code, and you can save off your order. That was $4.80 of savings just off of an Arceus V-Star. It's all in Canadian pricing, and they do shipping across the world. So by all means, check out atlastcg.com, atlascollectibles.com, and use code ZELASAGE8 to save on your next order of physical Pokemon TCG cards. Check out PTCGO Store.com, the best place to get Pokemon TCG online codes. There's a lot of selection available, and I have a discount code available for the website as well. You can pick up any kind of cards, just going up here. You can add them to your cart in any quantity that you need to get the cards that you need. And you can go to the discount code right over here, and you can put in code ZELASAGE5 to save 5% on your next order of codes. Are you trying to get better at Pokemon TCG? Well, if you are, you're in the right place. I offer coaching at metafy.gg/@ZachLasage. That link is in the description, and you can pick up a coaching session from me and book it on the website. I likely have availability this week, and you can see exactly what my availability calendar is at any given time. I offer training plans to help players get ready for any of their upcoming events, including getting all the way to the World Championships, or you can pick up a one-on-one coaching session from me and learn the game at your own pace. I offer a variety of opportunities for players to get better at the game, and it's one of those things where there's a lot of players who I've turned into regional, international, and even a world champion along the way. If there's anything that shows, I have an FAQ on the website, so by all means, check it out and get better today. I'd love to help you on your Pokemon journey and be absolutely amazing to see your growth. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video, and have yourself a great day. Thanks.